The first time Commander Jalen Rhodes saw her, she was kneeling on the hangar floor, wrists bound by a shimmering restraint field, luminescent teal blood drying like crystal dust along her cheekbones. She was small for her species, fragile-looking, almost like a glimmering prism in the stark metal light of the galactic flagship Helios Ascendant. And she was silent. Most prisoners thrashed, hissed, declared vengeance in 1,000 languages. But this girl, this alien child, just kneeled, back straight, luminous eyes unfocused. Around her, soldiers of the Zenith Dominion stood with weapons leveled. Their armor hummed with power. Genetically enhanced, cybernetically perfected, Zenith soldiers were the pride of the Tri-Spiral Empire. They rarely encountered resistance that wasn't crushed within moments. Yet there was something in their stance, almost unease, as if containing this slight girl required as much caution as handling a volatile star core. Designation? Jalen asked. Subject name is Lyra 7, stated Lieutenant Varen, voice clipped. Bioclass unknown. Species from the Glass Nebula cluster. Intelligence suggests she's a defective one. Defective? Jalen's eyebrow lifted. He had seen many things in his 36 years serving humanity's expansion across the spiral arms. Defective rarely applied to living prisoners, only broken machines. Varen shrugged with a hollow laugh. Her species call themselves a Strix. Emotion-born power, energy-forming capabilities. Normally quite dangerous. But this one she doesn't fight. Doesn't speak. Doesn't even defend herself. Locals called her crystal soul broken. Worthless. Worthless. The word felt venomous. Jalen's gaze returned to her, Lyra 7. Her thin silver hair floated slightly as if responding to a gravity that didn't belong to this world. Iridescent skin shimmered faintly with embedded light, resembling fractured starlight trapped beneath glass. But what caught him most was her expression, not fear, not anger, just resignation, as if she had already accepted condemnation long before they arrived. Remove her restraints, Jalen said. Varen blinked. Sir, she's a prisoner, not an animal. Remove them. But protocol. That was an order, Lieutenant. Reluctantly, Varen keyed the command. The restraint field dissolved. Lyra 7 didn't move, not even to massage her wrists. She simply lowered her head. And Jalen felt something in that quiet motion. A weight of sorrow so heavy it felt like gravity bending. Lyra 7 was placed in a reinforced observation chamber. Scanners monitored every cell, every pulse, every fluctuation of her bioluminescence. Officially, she was a potential threat. Unofficially, she was a curiosity, an anomaly no one wanted to treat as more than a specimen. Days passed. She did not speak. Did not resist, did not react to interrogations. They called her names. Machine, mutant, failure, worthless. Jalen heard every report, yet something tugged at him, a pull he couldn't articulate. An instinct that the universe rarely wasted complexity on true worthlessness. Finally, unable to ignore the feeling, he requested personal supervision. His colleagues exchanged knowing looks. Still trying to save strays, Rhodes. One joked. If compassion is weakness, then humanity never deserved the stars, he replied. Inside the chamber, she sat curled like a starlight shadow, knees drawn up, gaze distant. You can speak, can't you? Jalen asked softly. Silence. I don't know what was done to you, he continued, taking a seat outside the transparent barrier. But you're not alone anymore. He visited every day. Ate meals near her chamber. Read reports aloud. Talked about Earth, oceans, storms, music, things she might never have seen. He never asked her for secrets or demanded information. Instead, he offered presence. On the 15th day, she finally moved. Her eyes lifted, faint light swirling inside like nebula gases. Jalen's heart jumped at the sudden connection. Her voice, when it came, shimmered like glass wind chimes struck by starlight. "Why?" she whispered. He leaned forward. "Why what? Why speak? I am less." The phrase felt like a wound. "Who told you that?" "My kind." Her eyelids lowered, remembering. They feel emotion and shape it. Fire, light, force, power. Not. I am empty crystal. Was. Worthless. You're not worthless. She blinked, confused. But I cannot shape. Cannot fight. I could not stop them when they destroyed her voice fractured. Light flickered in her chest like a shuddering star. Destroyed your what? My home. She curled inward. They called me hollow. Broken shard. When humans came, they did not fight for me. They left me. Not prisoners, abandoned. Jalen's chest tightened. He had seen cruelty, war, imperial greed, but this was cruelty of neglect, of a community discarding one of its own. You have value, he said firmly. Even stars without light shape gravity. Presence matters. She looked at him, truly looked, as if seeing a shape she never knew existed. Humans, strange. You give weight to things unseen. He smiled. We try. Weeks passed. Slowly she uncoiled. Questions. Observed human routines. Never demanded anything. Only watched and listened as if learning the meaning of existence anew. One night, while Jalen sat reading near her containment wall, alarms blared. The ship lurched. We're under attack. Varen's voice crackled through comms. Unidentified fleet. Energy signatures matched the glass nebula. Strix. Jalen's blood chilled. A communication line opened. An Astrix war voice, sharp as shattering crystal. Return the defect to us and we spare your vessel. Defect. Not ally. Not citizen. Property to discard or retrieve at convenience. Jalen stormed to the command deck. We don't surrender sentient beings like cargo. Then you die with it. The transmission cut. Shockwaves battered the Helios Ascendant. Systems flickered. Hull integrity reports screamed critical numbers. Jalen raced back toward Lyra 7's chamber as soldiers shouted. Sparks rained, gravity wavered. Inside she sat trembling, not in fear of the attack but of a deeper terror. Abandonment. You must give me to them, she whispered. Never. Humans will die for me. I am not worth. He slammed his palm against the glass. Your worth is not theirs to decide. Her eyes wild glowed, emotions crackling like cosmic storms desperate to escape. They will kill you all. Then let us stand with you, not throw you away. The ship shook violently. Warning klaxons shrieked. And something inside her snapped. Not in despair this time, but like a dam breaking under floodwater. Light erupted beneath her skin, not chaotic wild magic like the story said, but controlled, steady, like a star choosing to ignite. I do not know how to fight, she said, voice trembling. But I can try to protect. The glass dissolved, not shattered, softly melting into translucence at her touch. She stepped out, feet glowing as if gravity itself made room for her. Stay behind me. Jalen didn't argue. They reached the hangar as Astrix boarding pods pierced hull plating like diamond shards. Warriors of living crystal swarmed in, bodies blazing with cosmic power. Lyra 7 stood before them, tiny against the storm of radiant warriors. The Astrix commander sneered. You return home, failure. Her light dimmed momentarily, But Jalen placed a hand near her shoulder. Not touching, just near. Enough to be felt. She straightened. No. The word rang through space like a star-born bell. I stay. The commander laughed. You are nothing. But then her glow surged. Did not scorch. Did not shatter. Soothe. A wave of luminous energy rippled outward. Not force but harmony. A soft resonance that pacified instead of harmed. Soldiers halted mid-attack, confusion clouding their radiant forms. Her voice trembled like starlight learning to become a voice. I was born without destruction, without power to break or burn. They called me empty. But I am not. I hold quiet. Her light touched soldiers, snuffing rage, calming violent intent, softening hardened energy fields. I am not weapon. I am stillness. A hush swept the battlefield. Even the Astrix commander faltered, confronted with a force unfamiliar. Compassion as power. You are wrong, she continued softly. Worth is not given by others. It is found. Jalen felt heat sting his eyes. The Astrix hesitated. Warriors lowered arms. Instinct, confusion, awe twisting together. Then, shamed or frightened by what they witnessed, the commander barked orders. Retreat crystals ignited. One by one, Astrix vanished in shards of light. Silence consumed the hangar. Lyra, 7, swayed. Her glow flickered. Jalen caught her before she collapsed. You saved us, he whispered. Her breathing trembled. I only calmed them. Sometimes peace takes greater strength than war. She blinked at him, emotion swirling bright and bewildered in her eyes. Am I worthy now? He smiled gently. You always were. The aftermath changed everything. Word spread. An alien once discarded as worthless had repelled an invasion without killing a single soul. Diplomats scrambled. Researchers begged to study her abilities. And some military officers muttered fearfully about emotion-wielded power. But Jalen made sure she wasn't treated as specimen or weapon. She became crew, honorary ambassador, student of humanity and teacher of quiet strength. They walked the star gardens together, visited Earth's blue oceans, sat beneath simulated alien skies while she traced constellations with shimmering fingers. And each day she grew steadier, voice stronger, light brighter. One evening on the observation deck, she touched the glass, watching nebula plumes swirl beyond. Humans strange, she murmured. How so? You see broken things, and wonder if they are whole in ways unseen. He chuckled softly. And what do you see now? She considered. I see I was never broken, only quietly shaped. She turned, eyes deep as star-forged crystal. And I see you. The first who looked, not through me but at me. He didn't respond with words. He didn't need to, because sometimes worth was not declared. It was lived. And as starlight shimmered over her skin, Lyra, 7, whispered the truth she had forged from the ashes of abandonment and fear. I am not weapon, not defect. I am peaceful star. And peace is strength. Jalen nodded. And you will never stand alone again. Beyond the window, new stars ignited. Quiet, steady, powerful. She leaned lightly against him. And for the first time in her life, she did not feel hollow. She felt home.